moving all the time. No excuses and no blame. I'm stepping up my game. I'm a groove student, yes I am. With groove I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Groove Nation inspires me to bust loose and break free. I'm dancing to my dreams, bursting at the seams. I'm feeling groove-alicious. Who knows who I am? 'Cause now is my time to have a groove state of mind. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving.
Hello, Groove. David Lemon here for the Q&A live number 6. This is the 6th session, and yeah, we are going to have a lot of questions answered today. So in case you do have any questions yourself, feel free to jump in and ask your questions inside the comment section of this live stream. That's my short intro. Hello, everybody. David Lemon here. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty well. We have been very busy with our current launch. If you are not aware, we are doing a launch. We are exiting the beta stage, and this means that we are also leaving the lifetime offer. So this does not mean that everybody that purchased so far will lose their accounts, as some people actually commented in the Facebook group. This means that we won't be offering the thing that you have available right now in the future. So who gets in on a lifetime deal, they have it, but who doesn't, then they will probably have to pay for a monthly later on. That's what means of the lifetime deal is ending. So yes, we have one more week to go. Exactly one more week. We're ending the launch on 23rd. And once this is done, once it's gone, it's gone. There's no more like, oh, David, could you please give me a chance? I didn't have this. I didn't have that. I wasn't able. I forgot. I didn't know. We are basically running a 2.5-year-old lifetime deal offer, and there won't be, sorry, here you go, here's a link. It's just like really ending. All right, so that out of the way, I wanted to just kind of introduce you. If you are not familiar, you can actually take your Groove link, you can share it out to the world, and you could participate in the launch, which means that you could make not only money for yourself, you could make somebody else happy with a lifetime account for Groove, but you could also get them to promote and you earn even more. So let me just show you what this means. We have a when you log into Groove here, when you come up, you'll see the countdown. So the lifetime offer is ending in 6 days, but there's a button over here which is saying Groove Affiliate Program. When you click on Groove Affiliate Program, this brings you to your link, which at this moment you can see everything about our launch. So we have the launch information videos over here that load. You can have a look. Mike explains it beautifully, and you can also see we added launch swipes. Basically, you don't even have to write your emails yourself. We write the emails for you. So this is where we started, and currently we are, I believe, on 16th of February, which is we are just rolling out a new webinar today. I'm going to talk about that in a moment, but we are ending in exactly 1 week. So here we are going to be doing the webinars and going to be talking about what's happening. But here monthly pricing begins. This is where everybody that didn't get in will no longer be able to on a lifetime deal, I mean. So that's the schedule, and then you can get your links over here. So if you scroll down, you will see your link. You can just copy it from here, but you also have different links. Like you can have people sent directly to the GrooveCM website. You can directly send them to the upgrade offer. You could also get them to register for this webinar that I mentioned. The webinar is actually very cool because it's specifically targeting the people that would like to run an agency. So in the first week of our launch, we were running a webinar, which is a webinar number 1. This was promoting Groove as a platform that does it all. All right. So if somebody needs a solution to sell online or create their create their personal brands and things like that, you can use this webinar. So if you have your audience hooked on having their business online, send them to this webinar and we are going to upgrade them for you. All right. But if you have your audience specifically wanting to run their agency, or they're already running their agency but looking for tools to kind of make it cheaper or simpler or better, you could suggest them to join the webinar number 2, which is specifically talking about the agency model. So you can get this launch webinar number 2 link. This is a registration link which looks like this. And if somebody registers through your link, you will be their affiliate. All right. So we're going to give our best, or we are going to try and upgrade them for you, and then in that moment you would get the commissions. But this is a webinar that talks about the agency model of Groove, which is very, very cool, because we have plans to do all sorts of different things with our agency model, and in this video you can fully understand what that means. We're going to be having, I believe, 3 different models for your agency, and if you are at all interested in all of that, make sure you join this webinar. It's going to be really, really interesting for you, and also for the people that you invite, because you can. That's the purpose of this link. You copy it, share it on your Facebook, share it in your emails to the people that you know may need something like that, and you could get commissions for that. So let's just go up and actually let's just go over to groovejv.com and let's see who's winning the current launch contest. Even if somebody is much better than you, just don't give up, because there is a lot of different prizes that you can get. Even for the 20th place, 21st place, you could get a GrooveZilla plushie, which is already cool. You could get Amazon gift cards. You don't have to win, but you should participate, because you also get a prize if you are in the top 21, but you also get to keep your commissions, which is even more powerful. So at this moment, Paul O'Mahony is going to get the 2022 Ram TRX, which is a huge car. I don't even know if that would fit in my garage, so I'm happy that I'm not Paul, but I'm pretty confident Paul has a huge garage. Brian Anderson and David Kavanagh are sharing the 2nd place, as you can see here. The $10,000 cash has only value of $7,500 because they are actually sharing it. They are kind of in a tie. So let's see who's on the 4th place. We have Rob Jones getting the iMac at this moment. Simon Slade is getting a MacBook Pro. Let's see, Amy Vo, Chris Reeder, Barry Plaskow, and Ryan Allaire, Mark Ling, Joel Bauer, Joanne Woloff, Paul Murphy, Irvin Mayer, Rich Sheffrin, Alicia Little, Angie Norris, Matt Wolf, David Michaels. You can see some of these people are sharing. They are in a tie, but we still are awarding them with a prize. So here's your chance, guys. 20th place also has a couple of ties. Like you can see, all of these people are going to get an Amazon gift card. And then we have Matt at Bot Builders. He is on a lower place. I believe we did not put a plushie image or something like that. Yeah, I believe we missed the plushie image, but yeah, he should get an get a plushie. So guys, let's see your name on this leaderboard. That would be cool, huh? So yeah, if you are having any kind of questions in return in regards to the affiliate program or of the offers or something like that, first you can of course register and watch the webinars. They are pretty good. And of course you can also ask all sorts of questions either on this webinar or this Q&A right now, or inside a Facebook group. But I just wanted to let you know that this is happening, and this is now really gone for good. If you don't promote it to your friends, if you don't tell it to your friends and they don't get in, they won't be able to get in anymore. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say in this introduction. It's a little bit longer than usual, but because this launch is monumental for people that may come in, we really need to do a push so that there is no, oh, I didn't know later on. So that's basically it. Let's just jump into the comment section and let's see who is with us. All right, so one more thing I wanted to show. If you come into the Facebook group over here, if you scroll down, there is a pinned post. So there's my live for live, and there's another pinned post here, which is failure to scale is the #1 reason why agencies die in the first year. This is a masterclass. This is the actual webinar that is starting to run today. So you can click on this post and click on the link in here to register if you would like to watch the webinar for the agencies. It's pretty cool. It introduces the agency model that we are going to be bringing into Groove, and that's going to make a lot of you guys happy. All right, so let's just jump into the Facebook, and let me refresh and share my screen. All right, so we have a couple of questions that came in earlier, and we're going to answer those, and then we are moving back to the Q&A questions, basically the live stream questions, to answer your guys' questions. Ron has a question. Hey David, is it possible to send data from Groove mail forms via Pabbly or Zapier? Thank you in advance. Ron, you can through Zappier. If you go to Zappier, one of the triggers is to actually, if someone filled out a form, then you can send that form information somewhere else. Let me just show you very quickly. We will be introducing more connections and even webhooks for Groove Mail. At this moment, we just integrated the Groove Mail forms with Zapier as the first step. So this was something I was showing last time. If you select here GrooveFunnels, or just search for GrooveFunnels, you can see over here if you have a new Groove Mail submission. Let me just scroll or zoom in. New Groove Mail form submission. If this happens, then do a certain action. So you can use Zapier at this moment. We do not have Pabbly integrated right now, but that's going to come as well with webhooks and all sorts of different stuff. Ronald Breuring has a question over here about Facebook pixel setup. I don't know if this is a question or it is maybe a mistake that he wrote it here, but Ronald, if you are interested in setting up your Facebook pixel, I would suggest you to check this video out. So we have 2 videos, how to connect Facebook pixels to your Groove Pages site. And also, we have a short one here, how to install your Facebook pixel on Groove Pages. Maybe I will share this one with you. It's much shorter than mine one. Previously, I was doing long explanation videos where I actually go into Facebook and create a pixel and all sorts of things. But I believe this is going to be a good enough explanation for you. Or if you want, you could check out also the conversion pixel setup, basically where you're tracking conversions during a funnel. So you could check this one out as well. This is a training done by me. It's a little bit longer because it's more advanced, but I'm not quite sure what you're asking for exactly, so I just wanted to link you both. All right. Ian has a question over here. I have uploaded an image into GrooveBlog post. Once loaded, I cannot edit the size and position of the image. I cannot even delete it and replace it with another image. Does anyone have this problem? This is connected to our canvas, and that's how it works at this moment. We will have ability to kind of click on the image, delete it, and also edit it. But for now, you need to use the backspace button. Let me just explain what I just said so everybody is aware of the process of how to delete stuff within GrooveBlog. So GrooveBlog is really a text editor, so it does not have elements that you click on it and then things show up kind of as a menu to kind of control different parts of the post. So this is what you can do. Like you are writing, and then if you go to a new line, you will have a plus button where you can put in an image. If you put in an image, let's just put in this 404 not found image. When you click on the image, you cannot kind of control it. You cannot resize it. The image is the size that you actually have it in your library. So if you want a smaller image, you should at least resize it with the inbuilt functionalities that are available over here. So either resize it through width and height, or you can even crop it if you want a smaller image this way. So you would need to use these or just upload a smaller image originally. If you would like to delete it, so you just put your cursor next to the image and you press the backspace button or the basically delete button. You could also do you could also select the image. Let me just upload this apple. You can select the image and press the delete button as well. So that's how you manage the things right now. We will later on have things like what GrooveMember has, that you, when you click on a video, there will be a button to kind of edit the video and things like that, but that's coming soon. We don't have that yet. All right, the above comment was submitted to support but was declined. There was no feedback as to why it was declined. This was most probably not support, but this was Facebook. And if you have questions like these in certain cases, this is just this would be probably be answered by support faster, and in those certain cases we send you to support. If you wanted to kind of put this into Facebook, I believe that's not the right place to ask these kind of questions, because this is not an issue. And people will say, oh yeah, this is an issue and on my end as well, but it's not an issue. It's just that the functionality hasn't been improved yet. This is just how it works for the moment. So yeah, support has the answers in questions like these. Paul has a question. We are having issues with GrooveMember version 2 where names of modules and lessons in outline section change randomly. Custom theme changes default back to the original colors and content is duplicated or removed randomly. This should not happen, but the rest we are checking out. If you have a recording or a video or something for that one, please let us know. The rest we are actually fixing. We have fixed quite a few bugs so far. We're waiting for deployment because we are also going to push the new access level management real soon, and with the rest of the bug fixes. But if you have reported this content removed randomly, this cannot happen, and that's definitely something that needs to be fixed as soon as possible. This is all occurring in the editor. This has all been reported as a bug in support, but no response. All right, so I'll double check what's happening there. Are these known bugs, and when will it be fixed? As I mentioned, Paul, we are going to be pushing out a deployment with a huge change to the access levels, and that's going to also hold some of the bug fixes that you reported. All right, Thomas has a question. Before I dig into this, I have a question. I have issues with the mobile layout as everything overlaps. Yes, Groove was not created to be modified or managed on a mobile phone. I believe you want to create stuff through a mobile phone. That's just not how it's created. You need to have a wider screen to be able to kind of do stuff with it. We may do some changes for this one, but not make the Groove platform mobile responsive. That's just not our goal. That's just not something that we want to plan. We may have an option where when you're watching the actual dashboard on a small screen like a mobile phone, it will redirect to a progressive web app of the Groove application, so you'll see the actual stats and all sorts of things when you're visiting from a mobile phone. But editing and changing stuff on pages and things like that is not our goal, so you will never be able to create your pages and things like that through a mobile phone. For affiliate links, they all seem to reach the same landing page that says web lab registration is closed. I'm not sure about that. I just checked the link earlier and there was no issue. So please, Thomas, if you could try on a larger screen, you shouldn't have any issues with any of these. I saw overlapping content on my page's mobile view yesterday as well, and thought maybe I had just done something wrong. Some sections seem to be laying on top of each other. I was going to look at CSS first and then contact support. I haven't examined it yet. You're talking, Brian, about your websites, and he's talking about the dashboard. That's completely different. That should not be kind of confused. If you have some overlapping content, please check your Z index first. That should be the first thing you should do. When will GrooveMember version 2 be out of Sandbox? At this moment, I believe it is scheduled for Q2. I do not have an estimate, but going out of Sandbox requires us to kind of add in some more necessary improvements and features, and once that is done, we can call it out of the Sandbox, but it's already usable. You can use it to create your memberships. Hey, cool, David Lemon. This is more of a question when you're doing your live streams. Your glasses don't have any glare on them. Are you using special glasses, or is it your lighting? So at this moment, I do not have any special glasses. I do have a little bit of glare, but I position my my lights like this, so they are kind of not in front of me. My screen is in front of me. It's pretty big and pretty bright, so that's kind of reflecting it a little bit. But I also have like just above my head a light. If I move my head up, you can see the ring light. So that's just above my head, like shining down like this. I wanted to move them away, so it's not exactly where I'm looking, because then it would be like this all the time, and I just don't like that. So I moved them out of the way, created a little bit more lights than I needed, but or added a little bit more lights than I needed, but that's kind of keeping my eyes visible in the behind my glasses. I have a mail question. If you configure an opt-in form to start a user on a sequence with the form setup, why do you also have to specify a trigger from the sequence? It seems that the user could potentially make a mistake here setting up the form to start the sequence, but potentially setting up the sequence with a different start trigger. Or example, maybe they set it up to start when the user is tagged. Can you go through this? Brian, of course, like at this moment, we have a lot of different ways to start something within GrooveMail, and there will be even more added. The reason why we do this is not every person will use every part of Groove. Like, for example, some users may only use GrooveMail forms and they don't plan to use automations. So we need to set up a trigger. We need to be able to set up a trigger from forms as well. We need to set up a trigger from sequence as well, because some people may not use forms and may not use automations, only sequences. So we need to set up, we need to be able to set up triggers from there. Your question is about users. Can they be maybe confused and start something from multiple different places? Yeah, that's correct. But our system recognizes if somebody is already in a sequence, it's not going to add it again, because that's just not how it works. One person can be in a sequence once, cannot be 2 times in one sequence. So this is how we set it up. So that means that 2 times the tag cannot be applied to one person, or we cannot apply one person to a same list twice. We kind of secure that so that when you are triggering things from different places, it's not going to go against each other. So because of the different tools we have inbuilt to GrooveMail, not everybody will use all of them, and not everybody will kind of connect things together. But if they do, they will be able to manage from where the trigger should happen. Eric has a question. I was playing with GrooveBlog and the HTML element. I want to take the HTML code from a block and put it into HTML element. That's not supposed to be done. That's not how it works. The problem is it puts into a frame. Yes, it will always put it in a frame. Is this normal, and can we do this? It was not supposed to handle blocks like the Groove Pages builder that builds through blocks. GrooveBlog is a different platform, is a different type of builder, and it won't look good on mobile phones when you do this. So my suggestion is don't do this. We will have sections like what you have in GrooveMember. We will have sections like these for GrooveBlog as well. We will need to do some sort of pre-made sections that you could use for GrooveBlog. But at this moment, taking a block code, adding it to to the blog is just not going to work well. And we are not going to work on it to make it work well, because that's just not how it's supposed to work. It's just different ways of the platform to handle content, and that will not play nicely together. Jen has a question over here. I'm trying to run a lead gen ads on Facebook. How do I get GrooveMail to connect to Facebook so that the subscriber can receive the freemium and have it also trigger the email sequence? At this moment, you cannot send contacts into GrooveMail. All right, so you can send out contacts from a GrooveMail form, but we don't allow yet sending people into GrooveMail. We are going to do some security features after our activity log and automation have been done, where we can control and kind of limit some of the stuff that people will be sending in, because this is going to be causing our system to get abused if we don't put these security features. Like, for example, some people can say, all right, I want to send all of my 2 million emails through some sort of an automation. I want to send them into GrooveMail. We need to put in security features that will first not allow a robot to send as many information or as much information at the same time. We need to kind of slow it down. We need to limit it. We need to do certain checks in between. Like, for example, sending contacts from somewhere, we are doing manual checks when you're importing a list. We need to also do some sort of magic to kind of check what information is being sent in, and all those features are going to be coming in the Q2. At this moment, we don't allow bringing in contacts or information to GrooveMail, because we don't have those security functionalities and systems set up in place. I'd prefer to use Save My Leads because it's cheaper than Zapier. And can you make a demo video for this, as I'm not a tech person and need step-by-step how to? I've asked several people, including support. I keep getting different answers. Yes, so Jan, this is not yet possible. You cannot send lead generation ads from Facebook to GrooveMail. What you could do is collect them all on a Google Sheet, for example. So send them from so collect the Facebook lead gen, so the contacts on a Google Sheet, and then save that sheet as a CSV, and you can import it. Mention that you're doing lead generation from Facebook, and our team will review your contacts, and then you can do different actions based on that. Currently, automatically, we don't allow yet importing. Is there a video for connecting Amazon SE? Yes, there are videos on YouTube. Just check that out, Courtney. Is there a way to edit how a blog post URL is displayed? Remove the /post portion of URL like this. Belrose Media / something. When does Groove Live come to appear like? I see exactly the same. Okay, let's just click maybe open it up. So, okay, so here we have belrosemedia /blog /post / and then here we have /blog / oh yeah, you can do that. Let me show you how. So when you're in your settings, go to domain, just delete this. All right, so just delete everything from here and just leave the slug, or maybe just do this. Yeah, you click the slug, it needs to say it's like this, slug, and click save. So it's going to be forward. So when you published out your domain to a blog, so it's going to be domain.com /blog /slug. So the slug is the actual section that you name, like how -to -do something something. So basically delete everything from here and click slug, and that's it. All right, let's just see, someone's typing. I'm just going to refresh once and see if there is a new question on here. Answer that one, and that will be the last. All right, so nothing new here. Cool. Let's just jump into the comment section from this live stream, and I'm going to answer your questions right now. Lizu is asking, how are you feeling today? Thank you very much. I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling pumped. We have a lot of great stuff coming for you guys this year, and with this launch, it's just going to give us give us more time to focus on kind of these priority features that we want to add. Uh, our goal is to have a platform that works the best, and we are all giving our kind of, we're working hard towards that goal. And when I think about that, and when I start working, I just feel good, because I know that I myself paid for a software that was much cheaper than what people are paying for now, but I got much less. So when I can work on the software daily, I can basically say, oh, that would be cool to have, I want to have that, so I'm going to add that. So I feel good, because whenever I come to work, I see people's opinions and requests similar to mine, and I know that I can make it happen, and I will make it happen. Loving these live Q&As, thank you very much. All right, question here from Enthusiast. I noticed the new upgrade offer is offering 25,000 emails instead of 10. Does that apply for people who bought lifetime after October as well? Yes, everybody gets 25K. What is lifetime cost now? It's $1997 if you're paying one all at once. If you're paying in installments, it's going to be a little bit more. Is there a video for connecting Amazon SES in GrooveMail? Yes, it's on YouTube. Just type in Amazon SES GrooveMail. I'm lifetime, but I have an upgrade button. Everybody has that. This is just a countdown so that people who have not been upgraded yet, who have not upgraded yet, should upgrade. And also, this is left in there so that you know that to promote. It's everybody sees that. Currently attending Mike's webinar. However, I will catch the replay. Thank you, David, for all you do for the Groove community. Thank you very much. I just signed up for a lifetime access. Very good, very good. Busy Moms TV and magazine. Very good. What should I do first? First, go through the training that you get in your emails. Start kind of looking through the community. Try to kind of watch the training that Mike did. Maybe even if you want to kind of spend a little bit more time on learning first, I would suggest you to watch the GrooveAthon that was happening 2 weeks ago before we started our launch. If you head over to groovedigital.com/GrooveAthon, all right, I'm going to share the link in the comments. If you watch this, or if you come to this page, you will see the sessions for where actually Mike Filsame, the co-founder of Groove, he goes in, he shows Groove pages and GrooveBlog on this first session. On the next session that we did on Tuesday, it was GrooveSell, Groove Affiliate, and the Marketplace, and also GroovePay. So you can watch it on YouTube. My suggestion is to watch on YouTube, because we have added timestamps for YouTube throughout the videos, so you can just like jump through different sections. If something interests you more, like Groove Brazil, what is Groove Brazil? So Mike is talking about that, and you can learn a lot about what Groove is, what Groove has, what Groove will have when you just watch the GrooveAthon. It may be a little longer, but it's super action packed, and Mike tells a lot of stories, a lot of happenings from his life, why he created Groove, why we are adding in different features into Groove because of his past experiences. He knows the business in and out, and that's why he created a tool to kind of do a shortcut for ourselves, like for himself and Groove, but for you guys to also not need to kind of see those blocks when you're doing online business. So here we have GrooveMember and GrooveMail on Wednesday. Thursday was a session where we talked a lot about GrooveSell. Mike did a full-on training on how to use GrooveSell, and we are actually cutting that part out, and we're creating a full-on membership for that part of the video. So it's highly suggested to kind of watch it if you are planning to sell something in a funnel, or kind of to maximize your revenue, maybe even learn how to do affiliate marketing. Then the Thursday session is really important to kind of watch. And then we were talking about GrooveKart. GrooveKart is the e-commerce platform which has print on demand and drop shipping built in. And then on Friday, we talked about Groove Webinar, on how to run automated webinars, and also what's coming to the as plans for the future. So that's basically, I would suggest, if you're new and you really don't know what you actually have now with Groove, um, this GrooveAthon was purposely made so that we introduce new people to everything that is available and everything that will be available. So this is what I would suggest. groovedigital.com/GrooveAthon is going to introduce you to everything that you may need to know about Groove. So I'm going to share the link as well here in the Facebook chat, and that should be all. All right. So let's go on. Where is the next question? All right. Timonacci Glass. I'm looking for the organized recordings from the GrooveAthon in October 2020. That was a bonus for getting the lifetime. Yes. Let me just copy the link. I don't really know what the link is. We spent ton of hours on this one. I believe we had a 5 people team that worked on for 2-3 months just organizing that content. I may be wrong with the numbers, but it was all, I need to say, and pardon my French, it was a shit ton of work. So let me just jump into to our account, and I'm going to get you the link. But yes, everybody that got in to Groove, you should have an account for the GrooveAthon recordings. If you are new, I don't suggest you to watch this, because we did a GrooveAthon in October of last year, and it was not a GrooveAthon like what I just showed you here with the trainings that Mike did. All right, this was not a GrooveAthon like that. We actually did, I don't even know how long, week, 2, 14 days. I believe we did 14 days continuous live stream, like what I'm doing just now. We had 14 days non-stop, 24/7 content from myself, from Simon, from Donna, from Mike, from all the other founders, from the devs as well, from all sorts of different community members. We had an action-packed 2 weeks, and it was very exhausting, to be honest. So all of that content was organized into a membership that you have gotten access to. Let me just get you the link. So yeah, if you are new, if you just recently joined Groove, and I'm talking to the people live or on the replay, if you just recently joined Groove, don't bother going in there, because it's going to overwhelm you. All right, because there's a lot of content on there. It was literally 14 days full on, kind of non-stop. It was awesome, but it's going to be considered as madness for some of you guys that you are new. So here's the actual link. I shared it. So I shared it on YouTube and on Twitch, and I'm going to share it now on Facebook. I'm going to show you very quickly here on my screen how that looks like. Builder, but I'm going to log in as an admin. All right. So here we go. So this is the GrooveAthon from 2020. This is a membership. It's on GrooveMember. So as you can see here, we have quite a lot of stuff. This is how you ask support. We have, I don't even know, it was 14 days or 7 days, but it was long. Like, these are only some of the sessions. Like, we have October 6th, I started the GrooveAthon. You have my videos, my first 8 hours. I am going into the second of 8 hours. There are transcripts. There is a YouTube video. It's kind of, it's action packed. So let's just see. David Lemon and Simon Young. Oh, so it was cut up into smaller chunks. Let's see, one more session by me here. Oh, this was cool. I was building out a quick landing page. Then we had the studio where Mike, John, and Donna joined in. There are transcripts for everything. So yeah, if you, as I mentioned previously, if you are just starting out, you don't have to watch all of this stuff. It was really cool. It was really fun. we are using a lot of this what we had ourselves. Like it's action packed, there's so much to learn, but in certain cases it's just too much for people that just join in. So Travis was here. Travis is the owner of ChatMatic. His sessions are really good, really action packed, and I highly suggest, if you have the opportunity to watch it. He talks about chatbots and chatbots as ways of doing direct marketing, like direct response marketing. We had Matt Seralta talking about GroovePay. And oh, look here, here's a dev team. Some of these people are not with us anymore. I mean, working with us anymore. But this is the lead team of the people who are developing. So Max here is the person for, hopefully you're seeing what I'm showing. Let me just see. Yeah, here we go. So Max here is the GrooveKart guy. So he's the lead developer for GrooveKart. This is Husni. Husni is my buddy. We are developing. Actually, everybody's my buddy, but I'm working mostly with Husni on Groove pages. This is Anrup. Anrup is the CTO. He's basically the everything of Groove. Like every software that you see, it's his hands are on there. And Thomas behind me. Here we go, Thomas. He is our UI UX designer. Let me just move over here. So this session is actually pretty good, but that's not the point of today's Q&A. So I'm just going to go over and answer your questions. So that is more important for you guys. I just like showing the people that are working in the background, because you don't really see them often, and without them, Groove wouldn't be possible, and you wouldn't have Groove there. It wouldn't be though for those people. So I just really wanted to point some of those people out. Is ChatMatic still GrooveFunnels partner? If yes, will ChatMatic be integrated to Groove? So ChatMatic is a platform that was owned by Groove at a certain point, but since then it was kind of reverted. We gave back the ownership back to Travis, and at this moment we are not kind of owners or partners in ChatMatic at the moment, or most probably not in the future. It's just a technology that we know very little about, and Groove just doesn't want to go into a chatbot type of platform at this moment. Maybe in the future, maybe further down the line, when the core apps that we promised are kind of developed. And will ChatMatic be integrated to Groove? Yes, definitely. Whenever we have enabled getting people into Groove Mail, that's going to allow everybody to kind of use ChatMatic and send the contacts to Groove. If you're talking about more kind of functional integrations, like for example what ChatMatic is doing with Shopify, that's completely dependent on them. I cannot tell you if you'll be able to import your products from GrooveKart, for example, into ChatMatic to be able to sell them, but that's not something I can tell, because this is on them. There are a lot of requests for them to do it. Not sure if they are going to be prioritizing that or not, but definitely for sending out contacts from ChatMatic, that is going to be possible very soon. I would say end of Q1, beginning of Q2, that's going to be possible. And that goes along with the question that I answered earlier from the Facebook comments, that we need to put in those security measures for sending in automatically sending in things to Groove Mail, and that's going to come together with that. All right, I believe I answered that question there. Will the ability to send text messages from Groove Autoresponder be created in future, or is there a way to do that through Zapier or another integration? Thanks, David. Actually, you can already send text messages from Groove Autoresponder right now. Like if you have a Groove account and you have access to Groove Mail, you can send out text messages. All you need is a Twilio account. If you come into broadcast, for example, and you create a new broadcast, you see I need to create an email sender and an SMS sender. I don't have either, but it immediately asks you, do you want email or SMS? So you can send out SMS and email broadcast, but you can also add SMS into the sequences. So let me just actually take one that is just for testing, and you can just say send SMS, all right? And then you basically select your sender that you connect, and then you type in your message over here. So you can already send SMS. You just need to do one thing. So go to senders, create and click SMS senders and click new sender. Here you need to put in your details from Twilio. I saw a great training that is provided by users. So Groove Mail SMS. Here you go. So Groove Mail 2020 add SMS sender. So there is one. I didn't do SMS training yet, but here you go. Amy voted. You can create it following her training. It's pretty on point, and it's very easy to do. Once you created a sender, you can just send out campaigns without any issues. There we go. Is there a place to find Groove freelancers to help build pages and do tech for my clients? Busy Moms TV and magazine, we will have our own marketplace. I was talking about that during the GrooveAthon, and in the last day after Groove webinar, I was talking about the future apps, and the marketplace is one of the things I'm looking forward the most, because it's going to be our own Fiverr, it's going to be our own theme forest, it's going to be our own marketplace for apps like Apple iStore, for example, or Apple App Store, or Chrome App Store. I'm just looking forward to that the most. There will be a marketplace for freelancers, but at this moment, while we don't still have that, I would suggest you to go into the Facebook group and just post about what you're trying to do, what you're trying to kind of create, and what kind of person you need for the job, and maybe ask for some portfolio or something like that, and go with that. We have a lot of people and a lot of good designers and people that can help you set up all sorts of different things, like GrooveSell funnels, or Groove Mail sequences, or GrooveKart stores, or there's a lot that Groove offers, and we have specialized people that do certain things. Some will do kind of everything, but you can decide who to go with. So just ask in the Facebook group, and you will get a lot of people. Most of them, they are running their own agency, but they are looking for answers, and they are learning from the group, and also they are kind of finding customers to work with from the group. And that's why I think our group is so spectacular, because those people that are working with clients, they know these questions that are getting asked in the Facebook group, and they are very eager to jump in and help, because they know that helping will get them seen, and if they get seen, they will get remembered. If they get remembered, they get clients. So that's how it works. How can we search for human or product cutout images in the library? Only find them in templates, but I can't transfer them to another page. That's an image with an alpha, no background. So that's called transparent images, and you can create them yourself. Just there are tools that do this very quickly, but the ones that are on the templates, you really cannot kind of use. These are there for representation. You could leave them, but you cannot download them from the template like that. What you could do is just create your own images. There is a platform called remove.bg. Just remove background, you upload your image, and then it creates a transparent image for you. So let's just see if this is a transparent image or not. I believe it's a dark, and it kind of gives you Okay, so it's a gray image, and then it removed the background, and that gives me a transparent image. When you see this check marks or checkered board behind the gray and white checkered board, that means that everything is transparent behind, and you could kind of upload that and have only the colorful part visible. So remove.bg, they have some limits. They are a paid platform, but there are many other like this one that give you stuff for free, so you can use these to create your transparent images. Let me see where I stopped. All right. Rich McNeil, is there or will there be any priority support for lifetime members? I'm not able to link my domains in GrooveKart as there is no domains tab in my side menu. My tickets is now 2 weeks old with no solution so far. Rich, that cannot happen. That may be because you are still on older GrooveKart, but that would still be in the settings. So let me just show you what and how to kind of go in there. Everybody's GrooveKart store is same. So when you go into a store, you go to settings and then domains. You will see some of the domains only. You will not see all of the options that we had previously, because now we have a new way of managing the domain. If you haven't seen it yet, just type in GrooveKart domain, and you'll see a video of me talking about the new GrooveKart domain management. So please follow this video. I'm showing you how to connect a domain to Groove and then how to link it to your store. I actually did one scenario, exactly what I just explained in last Q&A, which was on Monday, and I can show you the timestamp if you want to actually watch that. Okay, close player. If you go to last session, which was on 14th of February, which was this Monday, there was image uploaded to GrooveKart, integrate to GrooveKart. Let me see. Right, GrooveKart. How to rename GrooveKart domain URL to avoid trademark. All right. It was somewhere here on the top. Upload image. Okay, here. Should I set the default app to be Groove Pages and not GrooveKart? So this was where I showed 10-minute mark, 20 seconds. I was blog and membership site to the GrooveKart domain. Hold on, that's not where I showed it. Oh, here, how to fix issues in changing my domain over to Groove domain. Here we go. So 1 hour mark, 56 seconds. I did a full-on demo on how to do it. So you go to your domain management, and then what to do exactly. So here you go. So on Monday at 1 hour mark, where is it? 1 hour mark, 56 seconds. Just click on this one. How to fix issues in changing my domain over to Groove domain management for my GrooveKart store. All right. So please check this one. This is going to explain you exactly how to do it. If you don't want that, you can just search for the GrooveKart domain video over here, and that's going to help you. But there are no issues at this moment that are known. I believe the issue you are having is just not understanding the new way of managing the domain. So please watch that video. It's going to explain everything. For Groove pages, are there sample terms or condition which I can refer to and use amend for my own websites? We don't provide that at this moment because the different businesses just need different terms and conditions. They just doesn't fit everybody. But there are online generators. Just type in terms and condition generator or privacy policy generator or something to Google, and then you can use that. For GrooveKart, we have kind of legal pages generators and kind of templates, because most stores will function the same way. There will be we put in a generic refund policy or returns policy and things like that, that you can of course change, but it's a template. But for Groove pages, some people just want to create a website, some people will sell with it, some people just want to create links for their Instagram. So it's a universal tool that we don't plan to create terms and condition generator, but you have free tools out there on Google that you could use. Amy has a question. As a lifetime member, I have to say that you, David, and all of your knowledge and care are more than worth the price of admission. Oh, you spent a lot of time helping us, and it is much appreciated. Amy, thank you very much. Actually, on this, I have to say thank you to one of our users. I haven't gotten a chance to reach out and say thank you, but Abi Paul, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, I'm going to show you what Abi did. He says, "Hi David, I did a web scraping on your YouTube videos to get all the Q&As you did live, sharing this in case it is useful." Let me just very quickly share my screen and show you what Abi did. Oops, sorry about that. I'm actually opening Excel, and let me show you this. So Abi went in and he scrapped all of the lemonade sessions and all of the questions that were answered. All right, so look at this. This is where it starts, number 1, and I'm going to keep going. So if you want, you can see that there is the little drag handle. So these are all questions that I answered during my Q&As. And if I have a mouse that I can kind of trigger, and it will scroll down real quick. But if we go to the bottom, you can see that I have answered 3,888 questions. Basically, this was by Q&A Live 3. All right, so now we're in the Q&A Live 6 already. So these are not all the questions, but I have answered almost 40,000 questions during my live sessions like this. So if people cannot find their information, they're just not looking hard enough. Like, I'm giving you all everything. Different people ask questions differently. Some people have a question about exactly the Groove domain management, but some people are saying my domain in GrooveKart is not working, and the same answer is getting applied to different ways of asking. So almost 40,000 questions, or maybe even more now, because it has been already past the session number 3. But yes, I think a lot of knowledge can be found in 40,000 questions, and this is only going to grow more and more. So look at this, guys. And these are all links. Like if you copy a link from here, like I could copy it and paste it into in here. These are all answers that you can kind of jump into. Now, I don't think that Google Excel sheet or Google Sheet or may be useful, because some of the stuff is kind of not updated. Like there are questions that I answered in 2021 and 2020, but it's still pretty cool. So thank you very much about saying that these Q&As are useful. I think as well, if I would be a buyer of a software and I need to have the answers, there is a way to kind of get them answered live, which is these Q&As, and I don't plan to stop this one. So Amy, thank you very much for your comment. I would agree. I'm kind of biased that my knowledge and kind of these Q&As are useful, but yeah, it's the people that will vote with their wallets, and that's what matters. So how do you know when you have GrooveMail activated in your account? You will not have a message that you don't have GrooveMail activated in your account. If Cheyenne, if you're a paid member, you have it all set up. Why my Groove login does not work for academy.grooveathon.com? You may need to just click the forgot password. Some of the people that came in late, kind of after the GrooveAthon, may not have access to it immediately, like auto-enrolled. So just try to forget your password. If that doesn't help, please reach out to our support team. They would be able to get you the access. Still planning on having a $97 a month subscription, or only $300 a month? If so, is there a page that shows what's included in the 97 compared to 300? It's going to be 99, 199, and 299. This is going to come on the 23rd when we cut off the lifetime deal. It's going to be turned on, like basically that page, the website will be turned on. So it's not 97, it's going to be 99, 199, 299. At this moment, I don't know the URL of the page that will show the differences, but we are going to be providing it soon when it comes live. Oh, hey David, how is the new GrooveKart editor coming along, and is there a date when it will be ready? It's getting it's I believe it's almost done. Like there is testing being done on it. I cannot say for certain. I know that it's being worked on heavily. It's not only the new UI that is coming. It's a lot of different small features like fonts and customization of all sorts of different things that is coming. I think the team is testing it. It should be out soon. I do not have a date, unfortunately, for it yet. Are you going to make tutorials for each app? Yes. Yeah, we already have done onboarding videos and things like that is currently being edited for almost each app. It's going to be kind of when you open an app for the first time, there will be kind of an introduction. We'll also be working on tooltips, not for the app kind of as a whole, but different functionalities and different features of the apps will have its own videos and documentation and things like that as well. I mean, how will we know when it's ready to be used without SendGrid MailChimp? Oh, you'll see an announcement. When we release Groove Mail SMTP, this is going to be talked about widely in the group, and also there will be announcements, there will be trainings and Q&As. I'm going to be talking about that a lot. So that's how you will know. I actually reached the end of the comments. In case you have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, we are going to be concluding this Q&A. Don't worry, there is going to be more Q&As on Friday, and then next week again I will be doing it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday again. So even though we are kind of concluding the launch on Wednesday, I'm going to do another one on Friday. So we will have this week one more Q&A, and then the next week we are going to have 3, and then I'm going to be popping back the Q&As to 1 a week, because I want to be focusing on doing the courses for you guys, how to use Groove for certain things, like how to create a drop shipping store, how to create a print on demand store, how to create a funnel selling books, how to create a funnel for my agency, how to create a how to create my resources page. This is one of the cool ones that I want to do. How to actually start designing with Groove pages and things like that. So all of these are going to be kind of mini courses that is going to be utilizing Groove. It's going to be available for you guys for free, no payment. I don't do payments. I mean, I would like to do payments, but Groove's promise to everybody here is that the training and the coaching, not coaching, but the training on how to use the software is going to be for free. So that's my job, to make sure that you know how to use the software. All right. Woohoo, you reached the end. David, thank you for being the rock star that you are. Thank you very much, Gig Jig Digital. I appreciate it. Monique has a question. Do you have an ETA on Molly integration? I do not have the date. I have only the quarter. It's going to come in the Q1. I thought not everyone is getting Groove Mail at once. That's exactly right. It will be rolled out in groups. Yes, it's going to be rolled out as per the seniority. So the first people that join Groove will be getting access to it first for testing and things like that, and then we are going to kind of add more and more people in as we know that it's stable. So if that's the case, how will I know as an individual that I have it? Do you understand? Cheyenne, there will be announcements. There will be announcement when we start rolling out to users. There will be announcement when we kind of rolled it out for everybody. You will know. There is no way that you won't know. So that's it for now. I believe that's it for today. I'm going to wrap it up. There's one more question that came in. I'm going to answer this one and then kind of wrap it up for today. Hi, David. Can you demo multi-language checkout in GrooveSell? It's currently available, or is it coming soon? It's only available in Portuguese and then English. We don't have the other languages added in, but that's going to be coming soon. Yeah. All right, perfect. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you got your answers for today's Q&A. If you didn't, please reach out to support or ask in the community if your question is more of a recommendation type thing. Otherwise, see you on Friday again for another Q&A, same time, same place. And until then, I wish you a pleasant rest of the day. So let's just wrap this up today with a groove song. So see you guys. Bye.
I'm in a groove state of mind. I'm moving all the time. No excuses and no blame. I'm stepping up my game. I'm a groove student, yes I am. With groove I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Groove Nation inspires me to bust loose and break free. I'm dancing to my dreams, bursting at the seams. I'm feeling groovelicious. Who knows who I am? 'Cause now is my time to have a groove state of mind. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Never let it go. Rise up and be bold. There's magic in the air. I feel it everywhere. I've got my groove on. Who knows who I am? 'Cause now is the time to have a groove state of mind. I'm grooving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Time to bust a move. Dance to your own beat. The groove where life is oh so sweet.